Hello everybody. Today's tutorial is about log injection. Let's get started. So, what is log injection? Log injection is on level of the code. You have a method, and as I explained before, a method, let's say method A, has an input parameter, let's say parameter 0, and has an output value. Log injection will allow me to see what is the input value and what is the output value of this method and record it on my phone in a text file, which is very practical. So what is the purpose of this? Let's say we have an encryption code. So we are going to have, let's say, a string here. Once you encrypt it, you convert it to another sort of string. We don't know what's happened here in the method. What we are interested is to see what is the decrypted value of the strings. So this is what we are going to demonstrate here. To get access to log injection, we go the list menu here. So log injection, actually basically, first thing I recommend you all to read is this value here. So if we go inside the star, you can find some explanation about how you configure the log injection. Second, you need to create a themes. So here my themes is completely empty, and I'm going to demonstrate how we create one from scratch. But before we do all of this, we need to go to understand which method we need to hook and get the value of the input or the output. So we need to have an idea first. I don't recommend anyone to just go and dump any value exist in the registry, because it doesn't make sense. So let's go and investigate a little bit about this app. So why I choose this app? This app I choose it for 3 reasons. The first one is its size. It's so small. It has just one text file. The second is because it has a little bit of powerful encryption for the strings. So if we go example here, this is a sort of encryption. So instead of having string, we have something like integer long, type long. Go inside this method as an input and return the decrypted value in the string. The third reason is because this app hides a nasty code in it, and if you are not aware, it can destroy your phone. So I want to warn everyone to really pay attention when you download any app from internet. So let's get started investigating what we want to know and how we can set this code inside the log injection and record the value. So the log injection is once the code is running in runtime. Once you hit this block of code, the output of the value you want will be recorded. So you are not able to record any value inside the app. You will just record the value that during the runtime you hit this part of the code. If this part of the code wasn't executed during the runtime, the value will not be saved on the outside, because it's just you need to hit the code to be able to run it. So as I said, there is some encryption for strings. In this case, if we go an example here, this is the sort of string that has some encryption. So if we go inside this method to have some sort of understanding what's happening here, we can see first we are going to load in v0 an array of string. This array string is nothing other than those here. All this code is the strings, an array of strings. Then you will go and you will, sorry for that, you will go and you will register a code in V1 111111, just like full of F for 32-bit of just 1. You will do AND with that, which means whatever value of P0 here, you are going to take just the first 8 number or 8 digit of this hexadecimal. Then you are going to shift this value by hexadecimal 21, which is 33 decimal. You XOR it with itself, and then you take another value, you multiply with it, and then you shift it again and you XOR it. Then you take another value, you multiply, you shift it, and you XOR it. You shift it here, then you move forward, and blah blah blah, all this move, XOR, long, XOR, whatever. And at the end of this, you are going to have an output, and this output is the type string. So let's say you want to do it by hand. It will take you forever to decrypt one part. But if you ask the phone, the app itself, once it's decrypted the string, just dump the value inside a text file. How it's happened? As we saw here, this code here is encrypted. Once I dump it, the decrypted value will be saved in V0. If I go here under the V0 and said record, let's say, the value of V0 in a text file, and I go and read it, then I will know exactly when I hit this place in the runtime, the value of V0 will be dumped in the text file. I open text file and I see what is the value of V0. Then I will know what was the decryption value of this strange string. So let's do it. So the type we need to record has an output type string, as you see here, has an input as a G, which is a long value. The method is called A, and the class is this one. So let's copy this. I'm for now just interested to decrypt any encryption string hit it during the runtime. So let's do that. I will go here, I will click on function, click on log injection. I'm going to the theme and said I want to call it, let's say, decrypt. Inside it, inside the decrypt, I will create the decryption after the method has been called. The method is of type static, if you remember that. If you are not sure, you can hit 3 of them, but I remember it was static. Then when you click here on this option, the menu will open. Let's paste this code. So for now, this code here is the class. The method name is A. The input is G, and the output is a string. Let's click OK. What I'm interested in is to see the return value or the decrypted value. Say OK, go back. We choose it here as the theme we choose. Now I want to include also the source file and the line number, because this will help me to come back and know where this code has been dumped from, where inside the text file. And the output value, I want it to look like that. You can do whatever you want, like you can do time. I did it in this way, maybe yours is different. You can read here, it's really easy to understand. And now the custom log file here, I'm going to dump it inside the empty manager folder in the logs folder. And if for this to work, you need to give permission for this app to be able to write on your SD card. If not, it's going to do it by default in data package logs and the log file. Alright, then this is part where I need to inject this. If I click on preview, it will show me all the classes that empty manager is going to look at as soon as they see this method is going to dump the output value. Let's do it for now, like that. And I click OK. So now this is the one who has the log value, the log injection in it. So let's go open it and go see as an example what's happened. Now let's go to same place. Now as you can see here, after that the output, the decrypted value recorded in v0, I'm dumping the value of v0 using the empty manager. So this method here is going to dump the value on and save it on the SD card of the value of v0 here. If I hit this code during the runtime. So let's go and install this app. And please do not do it on your phone because I'm not rooted, so it's safe for me. But if you are rooted, it may destroy your phone. But let's open it. Say enter a key, let's say test, and log in. Say failed. Let's close it. Go back to here. And boom, I have the log file. Why I have it? Because if I go to the app info, my permission, I give it already permission to be storage, to allow to store information on my SD card. If I don't have this, the value is going to be stored in data, the name of the package. While I allowed it this, the data is going to be stored in empty logs file. So let's go and inspect this log file, open it, and this is what I got. So I have here the date, the time. As I said, I have the class here, I have the method name, I have the location, and I have the results saved. So here he said in this class on create, so it's on create the log number 2, this is the output. Let's go and check it. So it's in log, it's in log in inside on create and log number 2, it means this one, we recorded the value of this decryption code. So this code here, the output on v0 was the value we saw here. So what this app do, it give authorization for the SU, which is the sudo or the root permission to have access to the root, is going to look inside the data until it find if you have wake up download on your phone or not, and it will do some test to verify that, and then it will reboot your phone. Okay, so why I said it's a nasty app, this is good because at least we know exactly this code generate this, all the string type G, the output of it was this string here. This one, the output was connectivity, this one is the package name of YCAP, then loading, wait for loading, and whatever. So here let's connect. When I try to connect, online on internet, try to get the information about my phone, my Android ID, and one is failed to connect to return failed. Let me show you now. If instead of doing this, let's delete that, I will generate a log injection, but not for this specific method, but any class or any name, method name, or any input, anything, record every value that it has an output type string. This is what I made here. I click OK. So as you can see here, the class is any value, the method is any value, the input is any value, the output should be type string. Okay, let's start it. Let's inject this code everywhere. Again, if you want to inject it in one part, let's say I want just to inject it inside, let's say, the method of the code, I can pick this code here. I go there, inject it, and put double start. Now if I preview, I only will inject it in those classes. If let's say you want to inject it everywhere, but you don't want to inject it in any class start by A, in all these classes, what you do? You click this, you do A dot start, will inject it everywhere except the A. Now all the A has been removed. In this demonstration, I'm going to inject it everywhere to tell you why this app is a nasty app. Install it again. And open it. Do the same. Let's say I write test, login. Let's say it failed. Let's close it and review this. Wait 1 second. Sorry, this is my mistake. Actually, I didn't change it. Let's go back and do it again. The problem is what I'm doing wrong. Function, log injection. I want to decrypt. Oh, okay. I need to activate all the type of invokes, because I don't want just to be limited on static. This is why my problem. Okay, it's good because you keep trying until you get exactly what you want. I don't want to cut this from the video because it will be benefit to everyone. Say test. Okay, so now I didn't just record all the static, but I record also the virtual. So now I have more information. Now we will try to connect online via this code, and this is what it's going to return to me. This code here is going to return that I cannot connect because my phone is not registered, and the data said it's true here. But look at this code. It will get access to root, it will mount my system as a writer, read and write, and to remount it as a system. Then it will go and remove the build inside my system, and it will remove with the -r everything inside my SD card, and also is going to remove the framework inside my system, and at the end is going to reboot my phone. So it's going to kill actually my phone. And if you go back here to this website, this code wasn't encrypted, but this code actually, if you go to this link, you will see that this code is actually generated on a server and sent it back as a JSON to the app to do this. So this is the last thought. Be careful to not download any nasty app on your phone without making sure what you are doing. If I have root access and I guarantee this root access, I give it the root access, I might destroy my phone. So what if you didn't find in the app here? What if you didn't find the storage here? What you do? If you don't have root, you can't go to data. So what you do in this case? Easy. If you go inside the manifest file, you need to insert this code. You need to give the permission to write on an external storage. So just insert this code in your manifest file and it will work for you. So this code has demonstrate actually how I will dump a text value. What if I want to dump a long value? Let's go here. Let's say we create a long value, and let's say I want to dump any long value for whatever was the type, but my output is type G, or my output, let's say, type Z. If I want to dump what is the Boolean value in any method inside this. If you want to dump the parameter, the input, then you click on print the input and you type how many parameter you believe it will be you are interested in. I don't suggest you to put more than 3. There is no purpose on it. So this is how we do it. Log injection. So take care of yourself and be safe. If you have any question, please share it on the group. Some other people may understand this faster and they will start sharing their thought on it. Happy modding everyone, and take care. Bye.